two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Yo, bad truth, what's going down? Man, I can't see any followers. Tap in and let me know. I hate it when it be doing this though too. Okay, 6 hours ago. So I don't know. Somebody tap in. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see. Let me check my phone real quick. I wonder why it's doing this. Like it's making me. Oh, okay. I see one person on deck. Never mind. I was about to stop it and start all over. What is going down? Bare Truth is in the building. What's the word? What's the word? Yeah, there's one person that's live. You dig what I'm saying? Because sometimes, man, I don't know. I'll be doing this restream, and like yesterday, people was rocking with me, but you can't see them, and so I'll be wanting y'all to tap in, man, and at least get involved in the conversations, especially like on Thursdays. Though on Thursdays we doing this little thing called love and hate, love versus hate, and it's cool. We taking a topic, we taking a subject, and then we're gonna talk about the positives about it versus the negatives about it. Because in life, man, I mean, everybody got an opinion on something. Just keep it a buck. You either love something or you hate something. And so there can be an in between where you on the fence, but we just gonna take some of these topics, man. And what I usually do is I try to study up on like some quotes or something like that, and then I'll bring them to you to see what you think about them. So at all times, be ready to tap in, man, and say what's happening. Uh, Not going anywhere without without the bottle. Turn up for Christ or burn up for life. Man, this juice is so fire, especially when it be cold. But today, man, let's talk about friendships. Remember there used to be a song by TLC. What about your friends? That's when they first came out. TLC was dope, wasn't it? Man, I sure miss like Left Eye. Left Eye, like super duper energetic. But they had the little video, What About Your Friends? The big clothes, wearing the condoms and stuff all over her hat. And I wasn't able to get down like last week because I had so much stuff going on, man. It's like sometimes it's hard to prepare these podcasts, man. This podcast is hard work, bro. You ain't just going live and not having nothing to say, man. People know it too, because that's why your little views be going. And I ain't really on here just trying to win people over. Like, all right, watch me, watch me. I want as many views as I can get. But I mean, podcast is what's happening right now. You know what I mean? So I watch Drink Champs. I watch $1 million worth of game. It's a few other ones, like, you know what I mean, that's pretty dope. The R&B money with Tank and Tyrese and them, they pretty dope. But I mean, there's some different ones. 85 South Boys, they got one. Mike Tyson got one. So, podcast is how people is being informed, man. You know what I mean? And this is what they doing to, you know what I mean, to level up, to keep you inspired, to keep your ear to the street. So why not the bare truth? You dig? Why not me? You know what I mean? I got some stuff to talk about. Jive turkeys. But listen, man, what about your friends though? Because I mean, we always got that saying. You remember that saying, brother from another mother, sister from another mother. You know what I mean? And so I really got some people that's in my life, man, where it's like they family is my family and my family is they family. Like 7-4 and Local Los in Indianapolis. You can't tell them boys that they ain't no kin to us. You dig what I'm saying? They kin to us. It's like they feel like they Grice is it regardless. You dig what I'm saying? And so they feel like they family. And everybody got those friends that's like that. But then again, um, sometimes you might have to check your circle, man, to see, who you got in your circle. You know, are they are they feeding you? You know what I mean? Y- I think I feel like this in any type of relationship, whether it's a friendship, a relationship with a man and a woman, and y'all trying to do something, we both need to be able to bring something to the table. If I can't bring nothing to the table that'll benefit you, what's the use in dealing with me? You know what I mean? If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And you definitely got to bring something to the table. It don't have to be money, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for you to come and, you know what I mean, buy me or spend money on me to do this and that. I think if we get into a relationship, I think that type of stuff just comes with the territory. Excuse me. But like say when you friends with somebody, like if you saying like this is my dog or like this is my girl, You know what I'm saying? How do you decide that though? And how important is that person? You know what I mean to you? So I got a few quotes that I want to go over with y'all, and then we just gonna break them down one by one, and we're gonna talk about them. You know, maybe it's something that you might be able to use. Maybe it's something that you've been thinking about. Maybe it's some people in your life, man, that you probably need to just cut off. Sometimes you got to do that though in order to keep growing. Ain't no sense having nobody around you that just ain't beneficial to your life. They ain't influential. You know what I mean? They ain't never got nothing nice to say. Whenever you hurting, they ain't never there. Sometimes a friend could just be there to listen. You know, sometimes you just need a friend to be with you when you walking through hell. You know, and so as we get involved and as we talk about it a little bit, you know what I mean, tap in. Let me know what y'all think about some of the quotes. First of all, let's read this little thing that I picked up off this dude, and he was talking about fake friends. And so we're gonna take the fake friends and I'm gonna run down this little list, and you tell me, I mean, if you experiencing this in your friendships or in your life, if you see somebody that's like this, then now you know, put them up under the spotlight. Number one, they don't support your vision. Number one, a fake friend will never support your vision. I mean, that was, you know what I mean? That's kind of simple. You dig what I'm saying? Because as a friend, you dig what I'm saying? If I share an idea with you or you share an idea with me, I should be ready to support you. Like, man, what you need me to do? How we doing it? What we gonna do? Where we need to do it at? What time we doing it? You dig what I'm saying? It's nothing. If we come up with a plan, like if you my guy, or even I got female friends, if you tell me that is something that you're trying to do, especially if it's positive and it's a win. Come on, man. We on top of that. I'm with you. I'm forcing you to. I'm helping you get that one done. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing like, I feel like this shit. If I push you over the wall, reach back and pull me over the wall. If I make it over the wall, I'm gonna reach back and get you over the wall. So you got to think about that. Like a fake friend will never support your vision. As bad as it sounds, you got people that's negative. You know what I mean? Every time you come up with something cool, man, I'm thinking about opening up a restaurant, or I'm thinking about doing this and that. Like, ah, man, such and such and them doing that. They doing the same thing. And man, you ain't gonna do nothing but waste a bunch of money. You know what I mean? That negative Ned type of attitude or negative Nancy type of spirit. Like every time you want to try to step out and do a goal or a business, they got something negative to say. So if you see that in your life, man, for sure, cut that off. You dig what I'm saying, Robert? What's up, fam? He said, "Real talk, fam. What's up, baby?" But you got to cut that off. If you got a friend that ain't never, you know what I mean, happy to see you make a positive move or do something positive, cut that one off. Number two, he says they never accept their mistakes. Man, I was just asking somebody that. Have you ever been around somebody, man, who can never do no wrong? It's like, fam, you ain't never wrong. It's like every time you mess up, then all of a sudden you got an excuse. Well, man, it only happened because of this, or man, I wasn't ready. Like, nah, hell no. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you just ain't got it together. What's up, fam? That's Rico on my line. I'm doing the podcast right now. Yeah, that's the number right there, Rico. Hit me up, my dude. Love. Yeah, that's my man Rico Fresh. What's up, Rico Fresh? But if you got a friend that's up fresh, I'm doing the thing. I'm on the podcast right now, bro. He talk about he got glasses for sale. Oh man, he's crazy. But meanwhile, listen to that. They never want to accept their mistakes. They ain't never holding themselves accountable for when they mess up or when they do something. You dig what I'm saying? They always got to be right. If you know somebody like that, man, it's like 9 times out of 10, man, you gotta use some discernment. Like, fam, you ain't always right. Like all the time, you ain't always right. You dig what I'm saying? So just think about that. I know a few people who just they ain't never wrong. You know, they don't never want to admit that they wrong. And sometimes, you just gotta come clean. Like, fam, I messed up. You dig? You're human. We all human beings. Sometimes we drop the ball, B. And don't ever be afraid to say I dropped the ball, because a real friend can accept that. Be like, man, you dropped the ball, man. We together, we rocking together. Let's pick it up and let's keep going. That's what a real friend is gonna do. So you ain't never gotta be embarrassed. I think that's the reason why they probably call it a fake friend, because that's the type of person that's always trying to put on a stunt or a front in front of people. You see that? When they get somewhere, they always got to try to be bigger than what they are. And it's like in reality, fam, you ain't got to prove nothing to me. I ain't even asking you no questions. I am nothing. You dig what I'm saying? What's up, little bro? If you never the problem, you are the problem. All right. That's what little bro say. That's my little bro. He say, if you never he says if you never understand the problem, then you probably the problem. You dig what I'm saying? You are the problem. And that's how I go, little bro. It's like you see people that just, they don't never want to be wrong, and every time they feel like they wrong, they come up with an excuse, or they like to blame somebody else. They point the finger at other people. So if you see somebody doing that, just recognize it, like, man, maybe we ain't really friends. You dig? Just think about that. Number three says they take more than they give. That one ought to hit in the stomach. Check around your friends and the people that you kicking it with and that you hang with, and just see, man, are you much more of a taker than you are a giver? Does it seem like I'm always giving something and you never giving back? You always taking? Man, shoot, come on, man. Ain't nobody with no leeches, fam. Straight up. Cut that off quick. Straight up. A person that's trying to use you all the time. And I can basically honestly say about some of my guys that I kick it with, you dig what I'm saying? And I don't kick it with like a lot of people. But most of my guys, whether they old school guys that we grew up with, we've always, kind of looked out for each other. I don't care. It might not so much as be money or like dope. You dig what I'm saying? But like Delco, even though he like my little cousin, like I can come over there. Cuz is always cooking, and he always gonna feed me. So he gonna bring something to the table. I can get up with Drew Mac or Ralph Skeezy or something, and somebody is gonna cook. Somebody got some money to do something. They trying to be like the life of the party. We always swapping ideas. We doing stuff. So one thing I can say about my guys, we ain't never kind of like took from each other. You know what I mean? We ain't never been like, man, what can I get from you? Or you know what I mean? But it's some people like that though. So always be mindful if you got somebody that's around you and they take it more than what they giving or bringing to the table, he's a fake friend. Number four, they talk about you behind your back. Come on. That's real talk right there, And here's the thing. There was a scripture that I was trying to read to y'all this one time when I was telling you that God is so holy that he even hates gossipers. You dig what I'm saying? There was a scripture in the Bible. He said that even if they gossip, they are worthy of death. So God is so holy that he don't even like gossipers. Like how many people are gossipers? You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna read this other one to you because 4 and 5 go right along with each other. Number 5 says they tell your secrets to others. That's a low down friend, man. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all moving and grooving and y'all doing something cool. And then you turn around and you go tell somebody else what y'all doing or something that might be personal to them. You dig what I'm saying? That's just like talking about them behind their back. And so when you doing little stuff like that, that's low down, man, because being when you being a friend of somebody, one of the things that you love about a friend is confidentiality. You dig what I'm saying? Be like, that's my dog. You dig what I'm saying? I could chop it up with him about anything. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, you know how the conversation go. You chopping it up with one of your guys, like me and my bro. He my brother, but I'm talking about we really like chop it up. You dig what I'm saying? Where it'll be like this conversation is for us. You dig what I'm saying? And so when we get done talking about it, it's left right there and we don't even pick it up no more. You dig what I'm saying? Might be something that we saying to each other to get it off our chest, but you dig what I'm saying? And in the sad, he my little brother, but he like my best dog. You dig what I'm saying? Like when we talk, when we sit down and chop it up, we chop it up, and it is what it is. You dig what I'm saying? But I got friends like that. Local Los, that's my dog. That's my brother from another mother. G Nice, he's my dog. I haven't seen my dude Debo, but all of my guys, I'm saying like we there. Like if we chopping it up about something, I think that we are mature enough to where it's like, dog, what I mean? Everything ain't for everybody. And that's the good thing of having a friend, man. Excuse me, somebody that you can confide in. You know what I mean? Because it ain't no sense in being my friend and then I can't vent to you. If I can't open up and I can't, you know what I mean, tell you what I'm going through. You dig what I'm saying? And so as we get into some of these examples of what a real friend is, they're gonna talk about some of that. Number 6, it says extremely manipulative. Like I don't I don't, you know what I mean? I get it. You dig what I'm saying? But when you extremely manipulative, meaning manipulating and always trying to scheme or scam on a situation, you always trying to con somebody out of something. You know what I mean? That ain't my style. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get nothing from you that you ain't willing to give me, and I'm never gonna try to manipulate out of anything. You know what I mean? It's not my thing. I don't, you know what? If you my dog, I love you. I want the best for you. And if it's something that I need, listen, either you got it or you don't got it. You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't never got to lie to you or scheme or scam on you to get something from you. You know what I mean? Don't matter, you know what it is. Like right now, and I was doing the nightgowns and the socks. G Nice and offered out to me many a times, like, man, whatever you need, holler at me. And you know what I mean? He want to go in on the bill of it. But it's just something in me was just like, until I really felt like I need him, then I won't hit him until I need him. You know what I mean? But I know he there if I need him. That's how real friends do. You don't just try to get over on your friends and take stuff, just because you feel like they doing good or you trying to be a manipulator. You know what I mean? Cut it out with the games, boy. You too old. You too grown for that, girl. Get your life together. I keep trying to tell you, man. Y'all keep treating people like they ain't nothing. You're gonna be old. You're gonna be in a senior citizen home. You're gonna be peeing on yourself. Ain't nobody gonna give you no showers. They ain't gonna wash you up. They ain't, they ain't gonna feed you on time. You wearing diapers. They ain't gonna change you because that's what you're putting out in the air. You a lousy friend. You a fake friend. So now when you in your 70s and your 80s, and you know what I mean, if you make it, God bless you to your 90s, and you just sitting in poop all poop all day, and ain't nobody changing your diaper, you gonna know why. Because you was manipulative. You know what I mean, and you was talking about people behind their back. Now that's in your face. Ain't nobody gonna change you. They ain't giving you no showers, no nothing. I'm just playing. I hope they don't treat you like that. But listen, but listen. Number 7 says they feel jealous or competitive. Wow, that one right there sticks. Have you ever had a friend, man, that's jealous of every time you get a little something, every time you come up? You know what I mean? It irks them like, dang, you doing this and that. So now you think you this and that. Or either they got to go try to get the same thing just to try to make it seem like they outdoing you or they got one up on you. You know, I ain't never really been up close personal with like stuff like that. But here's the thing, it's really real. There's some people, that might postpone to be your friends, but they not happy for you, B. They always in a competitive spirit. Every time you trying to do something, or you go get some music in your truck, oh, they want to go try to go get a bigger amp. Like, oh boy, you got that. Oh, I went and got 1,000. I'm like, man, if you don't go sit your ass down, stop stop playing all the time and trying to compete. Ain't nobody competing with you, boy. I did what I do because I like it, or I'm doing what I'm doing for me. I'm not out here competing with people. You dig? And so that's just like a few little things that he says when you see a fake friend, you can point out. You know what I mean? And I think that that's got to be discernment. You really got to know it, because if they claim to be your friend and they close to you, you should see some of these signs. Like, fam, you ain't really a good friend. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. After we get done reading this, I guess before we close, you should do that. You dig what I'm saying? If somebody's in your circle and they're not really a good friend, let them know. What you say? What you saying, Christina? Like, no? Like what? About being in the old folks' home and pooping on yourself and pissing on yourself and nobody don't change you? It's gonna happen if you if you don't start treating people right. You dig what I'm saying? It can happen to anybody. No, for real, for real. Okay, so check this out. Friends are the family members you get to choose. Friends are the family members you get to choose. How real is that? And when I read that one, you know what? I was thinking like, that's so dope, because you know how we just got done saying it, my brother from another mother. You know what I mean? You might say that's my sister from another mother, but um we don't get to choose the family that we in. You dig what I'm saying? My last name, the Grices and the Garners. That's it. That's who I'm born to. You dig what I'm saying? Them is my people. That's my bloodline. That's my lineage. Now, however, I love both of my family to death. Both sides of the family. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in this world. I love the people that I come from. Hey, I think they awesome. I think they real. I think they serious, man. It's a lot of grinder in our blood. It's a lot of go get in our blood. It's swag in our blood, and it's that richness in our blood. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful. You know what I mean, to really be with my family. But I am truly grateful, like Loco Los. You know what I mean? To say like, this is my dude. This dude is getting ready to go to Tennessee like right now, and they want me to come down there like so bad. And it's Easter weekend, and as a barber, I got to make sure that I'm being what I'm supposed to be to my people. You dig what I'm saying? That's counting on me for haircuts. And I said all of that to say this though: whenever I go down to Tennessee, them people love me just like I'm family. We eat real good, you know what I mean? We play cards. I don't drink no more, but last time I was down there, they rolled out the red carpet for me, bro. When I say we had a blast, we had a blast. And that's how you know that you got a good friend. It's like when you kick it with them and they family treat you like family. Like, okay, I'm not born into y'all family, but I am y'all family. So like Salisa and CG, them is my people. It's just like it ain't nowhere around it. Like all of his cousins and them dogs, all of the people that's down in Tennessee who went down there, man. I had a blast, man. And so it's like that, you know. You got some people that's not a part of your family, but we family. Like 7-4, we family. You dig what I'm saying? There ain't nothing to this. We family forever. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to that. And so a real friend should feel like that. It should feel like the family member that you get to choose. You know what I mean? Because it's the big saying is you don't get to choose what family you from, but when you got a friend that's close to you like that, that's love. You dig what I'm saying? And here's one right here that's kind of minute cliche, but it's really real. The only way to have a friend is to be one. You know, might not sound like much, but think about it because it's really real. You know, the only way to have a friend is to be one. Stop acting like, you know what I mean, people ain't cool with you or they being fake to you and they so phony and they this and that when you ain't really being real to your friends. You know what I mean? You talk about them behind their back, or you always trying to scheme or get over or something like that. They drop something in your house, you'll steal from them. You dig what I'm saying? You a thief to your friends. You steal from your friends. Get out of here. Who steal from their friends, man? Stop, man. Get out of here. You dig what I'm saying? If you stealing from your friends, your ass low down. You need to stop. You're gonna be in that old folks' home and ain't nobody gonna be checking. Ain't nobody gonna be checking on you. You better stop, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Life is real. Don't do that. All right. This one I told y'all about like a little while ago. I think that this one is serious. It says, "Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are." They said that you can learn a lot about a person when you see the people that they hang out with, you know? And so uh that circle that you carry. There's another saying that if you're the smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. You always need to be around somebody that's helping you grow, that's helping you mature and man up. You dig what I'm saying? And so anytime that you're in a circle with somebody, they should be, man, be around successful people, people that's winning, people that's trying to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So then that way you catch fire, man. You contagious, man. When you an upbeat, positive person, you contagious. That's the reason why I'm giving y'all the bare truth because I like to be upbeat and you know what I mean? There it is, Christina. She says iron sharpens iron. And that's the truth. Iron sharpens iron. And I don't care if that's in a friendship or in a relationship. When you come around me, I need our situation to be peaceful. I need our situation to be fun. You know what I mean? I love to crack jokes. I love to laugh. I love to eat. And I love peace. You dig what I'm saying? And I love to think. I love to be around deep thinkers. Anybody that's thinking deep, that's talking about ideas and plans and goals, and you trying, man, I don't care if you was talking about building a spaceship going to the moon. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Hey, what's up, Mel? He said, "What up, bro? Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Love you, big dog." That's my big dog. Ever since I've been a little kid, he's been a big brother and a friend. You dig what I'm saying? Not just saying that just because he popped up, because Mel has been like that though. All our life when we was making beats and stage shows, we always had a place to come. He always made sure he gave us that knowledge. He transferred his knowledge over to us and he helped us to grow up and be better. And your friends should do that for you, B. Anybody that you hanging out with, man, you should be inspired to be great, you know. And I don't know if they're gonna tell you this in the long one, but if they don't, when I get ready to wrap it up, I'll tell it to you in a minute. It says, "A faithful friend is the medicine to life." That's kind of deep. A faithful friend is like the matter is like the medicine for life. Um, That's kind of weird, but it's kind of true and it's kind of deep. You dig what I'm saying? I used to always hear that laughter is the medicine for the soul, but they said a faithful friend is the medicine for life. So basically, how could we look at that one? Like saying, all right, whenever I go through something, a faithful friend is always there. You know what I mean? Through the bad times, through the good times, they always there. They faithful. I can always count on this person no matter what. And so, if anytime you get sick, if you know that you got to go get this pill or you got to go get this medicine to get better, then I guess a faithful friend is like the medicine for life because no matter what I'm going through, you always got the remedy because you're going to be by my side praying. crying, listening, laughing, to lift me up. You got me whenever I fall. Oh, they got this one dope one that I had, and I hope that I get to it. And matter of fact, I might even skip to it just so I can get that. All right, I found it. So let's get to this one because I don't know if I'm gonna run out of time before I get to all of them. But let me get to this one right here. This one says a friend is someone that tries to pick you up, and if they can't pick you up, they'll lay down with you. Listen to that one again. A friend is someone that tries to pick you up, and even if they can't pick you up, then they'll lay down beside you. How real is that, man? Turn up for Christ or burn up for life, man. Christ is like that. A real friend is someone that tries to pick you up, and even if they can't pick you up, they will lay down beside you. How many of y'all are friends like that? I'm not saying know somebody that's like that, but you can honestly say that that's the type of friendship that I bring to the table. I bring this one to the table. That man, listen, I'm here. I got you in through your muck and your mire. And even if I can't, man, I'm about to lay down with you. We about to get this one together. Remember that little saying I be telling everybody all the time? If you ain't going to heaven with me, I ain't going to hell with you. What I'm basically saying is like, as your friend, if you're going through anything, I'm gonna walk through hell with you. Whatever your problem is, I'm gonna walk through with you. I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna pray with you. But the ultimate goal is we got to be getting ready to go forward. We got to be getting ready to move towards Jesus Christ, towards heaven. So if you ain't going to heaven with me, I ain't going to hell with you, and that's really real. So think about that. A friend is someone that always try to pick you up, and even if they can't, they'll lay down beside you. You know, I don't want to I don't want to damper the spirit because it might be like a little bit too deep. But I got to tell you, when I went to the joint, I did that time with nobody but my immediate family. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking shots at nobody. Not saying that y'all not real friends because nobody wrote me or nobody sent me pictures. But I'm telling you, man, nobody wrote me one letter. Nobody sent me not one picture. My man Loco Los, when I got to the finish line, Loco Los sent me like $25 every single week for like about 2 months, just like I was like a bill or a habit or something like that. He was like, "Man, I just found you, my dude, and I'm jumping back on your line." And so when I got close to the finish line, Loco Los ride it out with me. But I'm talking about when I was in there, and that was a bad position for me, man. You know, it was a real rough time. You know what I mean? Because of what they convicted me of. And then not only that, real people that knew me. You dig what I'm saying? You kind of needed that. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're going through something, you kind of need somebody else that's on the outside, like a friend, to reach down in that mud with you and say, "Hey, boy, I love you. Keep your head up, dude." You know what I mean? Now, I will tell you this, every camp that I went to, they rolled out the red carpet for me because my street cred of who I used to be in the streets superseded anything that they could say about me in the courts. Real people that was in the joint was like, "That's my dog. This dude right here get money. This dude right here, he on this." And you know, it doesn't mean that we always perfect. It doesn't mean that you ain't got no flaws or you know what I mean? Like you got it all together because you don't. You dig what I'm saying? And I done messed up while I was out here in the streets. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to say that, look over that. But it's really real, man. If you know somebody that's going through something and they at their lowest of low right now, and you say that you're their friend, if you can't pick them up out of that funk, man, lay down with them, man. You dig what I'm saying? Send them some bread. Send them a picture or something, man. Send them a card. You ain't even sometimes just send somebody a card with some nice encouraging words on there and say, "Hey, you know what I mean? Listen, I love you. Lift your head up." Because I'm telling you, when you in the joint, that's all you looking for. All you looking for is somebody from the outside to check on you, to send you some pictures, to show you what everybody out there doing. Somebody to say what's up and what's going on. You know, my man Transy, he in there right now, and I kind of dropped the ball. I ain't gonna say kind of, I dropped the ball on hollering at him. But at the end of the day, I gotta do better with it too. So I'm not just pointing the fingers at y'all, but I'm just telling you, man, if you know somebody that's going through, so I don't care if it's health, if it's prison, if it's a debt. You dig what I'm saying? You know, I don't care what they got going on, man. If you can, give them what you can. You know what I mean? If nothing else, just tell them that you love them. So I just wanted to read that one because I thought that was dope. And so while we talking about friends, now let me read the back of it. Listen to this. This one's kind of cool. It says, "A good friend knows all of your best stories. A good friend knows all of your best stories, but a best friend has lived with you through them. Kind of getting tongue twisted because I don't know the way that they said it. It's kind of crazy. But listen to it and pay attention. A good friends know all of your best stories, but a best friend has lived them with you. A best friend has lived them with you. So it's kind of like saying a good friend knows all your best stories. Like anything that you can think about, you can bring up, like, man, I remember when we did this. Oh, man, one time this happened. So, yeah, they can sit there and they can listen because y'all cool and you done shared some cool stuff with them. But he's saying, but a best friend is the one to be like, man, remember when we did this? Remember how this went down? Man, I'm talking about like me, G Nice, and Loco Los. We was going through a moment just like yesterday of just talking about like memories and like how we done made it through some stuff. Like, there's been some times we should have been dead, but we really made it. And so think about that. A good friend knows all of your best stories, but a best friend has lived out your best stories. If that makes any sense. That makes a lot of sense to me, man. It's kind of dope though. You dig what I'm saying? Now listen to this one. A friendship improves your happiness and abates misery, but doubling your joys and dividing our grief. Listen to that one again because I'm gonna break it down for you and tell you what they're trying to say. A real friendship improves your happiness and abates your misery by doubling your joys and dividing your grief. So when it says and abates your misery, just remember this: misery loves company. So if a good friend improves your happiness, they not coming around you being miserable, bringing miserable news to you. You know what I mean? You ever get somebody that's always got a pity party? Every time you come around them, they got a sob story to tell. It's like, fam, not with me. I ain't got nothing to wear to the pity party. I ain't got no stories to share. I'm cool. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if you ain't going to heaven with me, I ain't going to hell with you. I'll listen to you. But at the end of it, we got to be ready to pray or something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to sit down in no muck and no mire while you just talk miserable all the time. It says a good friendship improves your happiness and abates misery. Saying, man, he get the misery away from you. Remember we talked about peace? Abates misery is basically like saying, pushing that to the side, ebating, like, man, get that out of here, get that misery out of here. It says by doubling your joys, celebrating with you. Doubling your joy is like, man, every time you do something, I'm happy for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. You know what I mean? I'm happy when I see you win it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if your friends are made happy for you winning, they ain't no real friend. And then it says, and dividing our grief, like saying, okay, remember what we just talked about? Um, a good friend should try to pick you up, and even if they can't, they should lay down with you. That's what dividing the grief is. Like saying, okay, you going through something? Hold on, vent to me, vent, get that off your chest and put it on me. Now, let's pray about that. Let me see if God will give me a solution to come through and pick that situation up so we can move on. Okay, you going through some grief? You need a little bit of help over here? Hold on. Let me see what I can come up with. I got you. Boom. And that's how you do that. You know what I'm saying? A good friendship improves happiness, abates misery by doubling our joys and dividing our grief. It's basically like saying, man, listen, whatever you going through, I'm going through. And every time I come around you, I'm coming around you. So, man, we can celebrate life. So we can celebrate positive energy. So we can celebrate winning. So we can just, you know what I mean? We want to do the best that we can do to be better. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got no friend like that, man, I got to tell you, bro, get out of here for real. All right, now listen to this. Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only a true friend will leave footprints in your heart. That one's deep. Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only a true friendship will leave footprints in your heart. Wow. Think about that one for a minute, man. Even though it sounds like, what I mean, kind of like deep, like you dig what I'm saying? Like leave footprints in your heart. Most people ain't walking around saying stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? Footprints in your heart. You know what I mean? They don't really talk like that, straight up. They talking about guns and how to put a slug in you. You know what I mean? I'm tripping, but yeah, you see how that goes. You know what I mean? But many people will walk in and out of your life, but only a true friend will leave footprints in your heart. And You got to think about that though. The people that you're running into, you know what I mean, that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, or when you introduce to like new people. You dig what I'm saying? Be mindful to say, okay, all right, even if we was just friends for like a season or for like a moment, how did you impact my life? Did you impact my life? Did I grow from our interaction? Did I really like learn a few things? Did I bring a few things that was helpful to you? Remember, I keep telling you, B, if I can't bring something to the table, then I'm gonna lose interest. And I'm just keeping it thorough. I'm gonna lose interest. If I can't bring something to the table of a friendship, then I'm gonna lose interest because I don't really feel like I'm helpful. I don't feel like I'm a man. I know what a man is supposed to be. You dig what I'm saying? I know what a good friend is supposed to be. You dig? Um, can't say that we all been the best of friends at all times. Nope. Nobody. We all fall short. We all human. So yep, we're gonna fall short. But this is the thing I'm trying to tell you. If you in my life, man, I guarantee you, we gonna laugh, we gonna eat, we gonna pray, and we gonna talk about some business. You dig what I'm saying? We gonna have some moments where we laugh, we gonna eat, we gonna pray, and we gonna talk about winning, about coming up, about some type of plan on coming up. Because if not, I don't even know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I don't even know what you came around for. You dig what I'm saying? You probably should just go on back home. Who told you to come here? Don't come here. Don't come over here no more. You know what I mean? I'm just playing. Yeah, but I'm just saying, just think about that. Many people walk in and out of your life, but a true friend will leave footprints on your heart, you know, and just think about some of the people that probably came in your life, man. Maybe it might be somebody you got to turn around and say, hey, I really appreciate your friendship, man. You know what I mean? When we talked and when we kicked it, there was some really cool things that I got out of a friendship, you know. And so remember that, man. Don't be afraid to go back and let somebody know that you're wrong. You ain't right all the time. All the time you ain't right and you mess up. And so just go ahead and say it, man. I messed up. You did. All right. The definition of a friendship is to understand and to be understood. The definition of a friendship is to understand and to be understood. That's kind of deep, but I get it. It's to understand and then to be understood. So it's basically like saying, like, listen, if I'm your friend, I understand you. You dig what I'm saying? After you get done introducing yourself and you tell me who you are, what you about, what you like in life, you dig what I'm saying? Um, I should be able to understand you. Because if I can't understand you, then I don't want to rock with you. You dig? I'm just gonna keep it thorough. It don't mean that I'm better than you. By no means. It don't mean that I'm better than you. But if I don't understand you, I'm not gonna stick around too long. You know what I mean? I talked to some people, man, who's got a bunch of crazy conversations and they mind is all over the place. And to each his own. Again, I'm not better than you. I don't claim to be smarter than you. But I have to understand you. Because if I don't understand you, I'm not wasting my time trying to feed into your life. What can I give you? I don't understand you. I don't even know what you're talking about. You do what I'm saying? So, man, I tell you what, I just ain't gonna call you. I ain't gonna call you no more. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how that's gonna go. And I'm just saying it's not like I'm better than you. Get that through your skull. Not better than you. But if I don't understand you, what can I do? And to be a friend, also, you have to understand me. I have to be understood. I have to make myself clear to you. You dig what I'm saying? Who am I? What I believe in? What are my goals? What are my morals and standards that I stand by? You dig what I'm saying? What do I live for? What do I breathe for? What excites me? What's my favorite type of food? What's the things I like to do in my free time? What's my hobbies? What's my goals? What's my mission in life? Where am I trying to go in life? You got to understand me. If you don't understand me, you don't know where I'm trying to go, then you ain't even being a good friend. And if I don't understand you, I'll be being at a disservice to keep hanging around you and acting like I'm your friend. I'm finna keep acting like I'm your friend because I don't know you. And it don't mean that you're a bad person. I just don't understand you. That's it. And don't worry about it. Everybody don't understand everybody. You ain't got to be understood by everybody. Remember that. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm weird as hell. Super duper weird. You dig what I'm saying? Prison messed me up, fam. And I ain't going to even front. And I'm starting to just learn, like, you know what, God? I'm just gonna keep praying about it, and I'm gonna stay in my own lane. I'm just gonna stay. I stay to myself until you figure it out, and then you'll bring people around me that understand. Because sometimes I can't be understood, and why should I try to force you to understand me? I shouldn't. I'm not gonna do that. That's not what a real friendship is about. But does that make sense to you? A definition of a friendship is to understand and to be understood. It sounds so simple, but bro, it's so dope. Like, man, I need to be able to understand you. I don't understand you. I'm out. You know, 10-4. Roger. Turn up for Christ. I burn up for life. Straight up. Most of the times, if you ain't rocking with the Lord, I ain't rocking with you. You know, I'm just gonna keep it real. I like people, but if I talk to you about Jesus Christ and he's foreign to you and you don't care nothing about Jesus Christ, it's cool. My man G Nice, he don't like Jesus Christ. He my guy. We grew up. I understand G Nice. I understand what he's going through. So a lot of times I give him that pass because I understand my dude. We grew up. So shorty, since we was like young teenagers to men. We came through our 21s together, going to the club and stuff like that. But I'm making this point right here. When you become a friend with a person, you have to understand that person, and that person has to understand you. If they don't understand you, y'all just wasting time, man. And when you get into your 40s, and I'm gonna say your middle 30s, I think when you get to your middle 30s, um, you should at least be trying to, you know what I mean, pull it together. You know, you should be trying to figure out, okay, can I find that husband or that wife? Can I get somewhere and get my credit together? Let's go ahead and try to win this race on life. Because when you get into your 40s, just unless you just careless and you just out here, everybody want to be with somebody, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And so I'm giving it to you from a perspective too in a relationship, because whoever you're in a relationship with, they have to be your friend, and y'all have to understand each other. You know, and I'm just gonna tell you, it would definitely be better to be with somebody than without somebody. That's for sure. Let me read the one on the back. Okay, check this out. This one is from out of the Bible. I remember this one is probably like in Proverbs somewhere. It says, "A man that has a friend must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother." Yeah, that's a proverb too. I can't think of which one. It says, "A man that has a friend must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother." Basically, like saying it is true. The brother from another mother, it is true. It is a statement that says that, hey, this guy right here, man, we done been through everything. You dig what I'm saying? And he's closer to me than a brother. You know, um, I got some good brothers, you know, in my life that I say brothers from another mother. You know what I mean? That we like super tight. But excuse me, real quick. All right, being grown out there, going to the gym and leaving the gym, all outside in that wind with like a t-shirt on, bro. I messed myself up. But meanwhile, just think about that. A man that has a friend must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Saying that, you know what I mean? In order to have a friend, you must first be friendly. You dig what I'm saying? And then there is a such level of a friendship that sticks closer than a brother. You dig what I'm saying? It's like Mel is one of those guys. You dig what I'm saying? Mel is that guy, you know what I mean, where no matter what, man, you know, when you call him, you dig what I'm saying? He always come through. Dang, Mel, you still there? And I was just talking about you. But you know what I mean? It seems like every time somebody needs you or something like that, it's like you always there. You dig what I'm saying? We talking about a party, he there. We got some man, you need knowledge on this. My daughter want to take pictures. Mel is there. You dig what I'm saying? Mel is one of them all around the world, like around the board brothers. Like, man, it's just like, man, there's so many people out here that got love for you, Mel. It's crazy, man. But I mean, you are that. You are the big bro. You dig what I'm saying? You are the big bro. You got some tips on music. You need somebody to give you tips on music. Mel got you. You dig what I'm saying? Want to take pictures? Mel got you. You trying to get some beats or something? Mel got you. I told the man, I was like, man, I'm in a halfway house. I need to be writing, so I want to put some instrumentals. So he like send me the instrumentals, send me the names of the instrumentals on the phone, and I'll make you a CD. Next time I seen him, he had a whole CD for me full of beats. So I'm sitting inside my 605 main room, I'm listening to him on DVD. You dig what I'm saying? Just like that. It's just like it, you know, and you got people that's like that, man, that stick closer than a brother, man. And so, you know, sooner or later, man, we're gonna have to do something, man, and give you your flowers, bro, because you are a pillar in the Quad Cities, man. And I say that I'm not only speaking for myself, I'm speaking for a lot of people. And I think Leonard Overstreet just says salute because he know, you dig what I'm saying, for decades. Not just now, I'm talking about since the 80s, baby. I remember in like 88, the Casio with the 4-second sampler. You got to be a real Sinhawk member to understand that. But okay, let's keep it moving. Check this one out. It says life is not about the quantity of friends you have, but about the quality of friends you have. Damn, that sound like dope. You know what I mean? That was like the dope game. Remember how people was blowing their dope up with B12 and they giving you like big dumb rocks? If you really had some good dope, ain't nobody buying that big stuff because it was B12. It burnt up real quick and you didn't even get high off of it. And so just think about that in the friendship game. Life is not about the quantity of friends you have. It's about the quality of friends you have. And that one right there is so good for like right now. You know why? It's because so many people are on Facebook and on IG and on Snapchat, and everybody is trying to get their friends up. You know what I mean? You want as many friends as you can get. You want as many likes as you can get. You dig what I'm saying? Me, I'm trying to do it more so to try to like catapult me into this public speaking thing that I want to do. And so I got a plan, and I think I'm gonna try it. And so I'll introduce it to y'all later in a minute when I think about it. I'm always thinking of something, but think about that. So while you're on Facebook and you just befriending people, accepting friend requests or sending friend requests. I know they say friend requests, but like a lot of those people that's on your friend request or they accepted your friend request, them people ain't your damn friends, man. You don't even know them people. Somebody gonna hack your page too. You know what I mean? One of them gonna hack your page. You dig what I'm saying? And so you got to be careful, man, because social media got everything twisted and got it all mixed up. But just listen to that again. Life is not about the quantity of friends that you have, but it's about the quality of friends that you have. Do you got some solid friends, man, in your life? You dig what I'm saying? That when y'all go out, y'all gonna take care of each other. You get drunk, they gonna carry you, make sure you get in the house. They gonna make sure you all right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna, let nobody go in your pockets and stuff like that. So many times, man, that I used to get drunk back in the days, and be around some people that you thought was cool with you, and they would just steal from you. You know what I mean? They would just steal dope. Like so many times, dope came up missing and stuff like that. And it's like outside of these chicks that we done brung around, you dig what I'm saying? The circle is the same, and now the same circle, it's only a chosen few people know where stash spots is at, like where you got stashed this at, where this is stashed at, and then you get so drunk then that takes an opportunity for somebody to steal from you. But since there's so many people around, make it look like somebody else did it. I hate people like that. You dig what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say hate. Hate is a strong word, but I will not accept friends like that no more. You dig what I'm saying? If you a thief and you stealing, yeah, you're not gonna be around me. Straight up. That's negative energy. We're not having it. Okay, listen to this. Everyone has a friend during each stage of their life, but only a few have the same friend in all stages of their life. That's pretty deep. Everyone has a friend during each stage of their life, but only a few have the same friend in all stages of their life. Kind of reminds me of what I just got done saying about male. All stages of my life, fam has been there. You know what I mean? Always been there. Ever since I was a little kid, ever since I was in junior high through high school, coming adult to adult, grown. Now I'm a grandfather. We grandfathers now. You dig what I'm saying? We grandpas, and we still tight to this day. You dig what I'm saying? Me G Nice, me Loco Los, we tight to this day. Me and Mark Dog, even though he's still in Chicago, he calling me check up on him. Waniac, that's my guy. Paper Paul, you dig what I'm saying? That through all these stages of our life that we done been through, we still tight. You know what I mean? And that's I could say is a real good friend. You dig what I'm saying? And it's a few more brothers that, we done made it through a lot. You dig what I'm saying? Ralph Skis, Mix a Lot, Shocker. You dig what I'm saying? We done been cool since we was like shorties all the way until we came into our adulthood. You dig what I'm saying? And so you got to remember that everyone has a friend during each stage of their life, but only a few have the same friend in all stages of their life. So if you got a person that's been there with you forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, man, let them know. You know what I mean? And show some appreciation to like a friend like that. And then like a matter of fact, let me save it to the end. I got about 10 more minutes. I got two more cards to go through and then I'll just probably vent. Yeah. I feel like I gotta go get some cold medicine or something, man. I shouldn't have did that. Boy, this is the weather where your grandmother cuss you out. Boy, your ass gonna be laid up sick out there thinking you cute with a t-shirt on, especially after I just left him out of the gym jump roping and then just walking around in it like, man, I just knew it was gonna happen. The reason says, I have none. People leave if you are happy. I have none. People leave if you are happy. I don't understand what you're saying, cuz, but okay. Explain it to me. I don't know. Listen, true friends are the ones that you lift up when no one else has noticed you fallen. True friends are the ones that lift you up when no one else has noticed that you've fallen. That's pretty deep. They saying like a true friend will always lift you up when nobody else knew that you fell. You know what I mean? And a lot of times that's because that true friend might be closer to you than anybody else. So a lot of times you don't tell everybody your business. You dig what I'm saying? Don't be one of them type of people. Every time you have a problem, you tell like 10 people your same, you know what I mean? Your same story. You telling everybody your business because everybody ain't your friend. You dig what I'm saying? And everybody ain't praying for you. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you telling your business to somebody else and they the devil. They sitting up praying on your downfall. They hate to see you winning. So they sitting up laughing behind your back. You telling them your stuff. And next thing you know, they waiting on you to fall. You dig what I'm saying? Stop telling everybody everything. But it's really real. True friends are the ones that lift you up when no one else has noticed that you've fallen. Like when don't nobody else know that you down in a rut, that you down and out, one of your true friends is gonna know, like, man, that's my dog. Like, man, he know that I done hit rock bottom, or you just going through something. You know what I mean? And so Loco Los, man, he always calling, checking on me. You dig what I'm saying? Like all the time, like, bro, what's up? What's going on? How your mom's doing? You know what I mean? Always checking to see what's up. Jada always like, how Bernice doing? You dig what I'm saying? She always just thoughtful, like, you know what I mean? Like just asking questions about personal stuff. Like, you dig what I'm saying? And those is like real friends that when they start doing stuff like that, they notice when you down. Don't nobody else just notice that you down. All right. True friends are the rare people who come to find you in dark places and lead you back to the light. Listen to that one again. Sometimes you might need to be this person. So let me read this again and let me give you an example. True friends are those rare people who come to find you in a dark place and lead you back to the light. One example I thought about was R. Kelly. Out of all the people that man had with him, you mean to tell me nobody was coming to him, man, like trying to pull that man coattail, said, hey, fam, this right here is out of character. You dig what I'm saying? Man, we ain't, you know what I mean? And I had some times in my life where I used to get drunk and I was very belligerent or disrespectful to women. But some people that I was around probably laughed at it and thought that it was funny. You dig what I'm saying? And that's a dark place to be in because when people laugh at the funk or something that's so foul in your life, you don't see that it's wrong. You know what I mean? And so now you sitting around here and you thinking that you cool when in actuality you stink. You a dirt bag. You a dirt ball. You dig what I'm saying? You out here and you treating these ladies like they ain't nothing. You think you something, man. Like, man, you need to come down off that pedestal, fam. That ain't what we doing. And sometimes you need people like that in your life, man, that'll catch you in a dark place and to lead you back to the light. So if you claim that you're a friend to somebody, don't ever be scared to come to this person and say, hey, man, I love you. But let me tell you something, you ain't moving right now. Instead, you know what I mean? They want to see you fall. And then when you fall, go and talk about you, run your name in the dirt. You dig what I'm saying? Oh man, that nigga did this or he did this and that. Excuse my language. I ain't what I'm trying to say, but I'm giving it to you exactly how they'll probably say it to the next person. You know what I mean? They waiting on you to make a mistake so then they can clown you to somebody else. But if you was really supposed to be that friend, why was you not there when he was in a dark place? You dig what I'm saying? Just because a person got money don't mean that he ain't in a dark place. A dark place is mentally. Your actions is foul. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't acting right. You moving wrong. And when you get too liquored up, dog, you know what I mean? You a problem. Check your homie. Be like, man, listen, I'm telling you right now, if we go out tonight, man, you get drunk like that, bro, I'm cutting out, man. Like, don't get drunk on me. Start, you know what I mean? Anything that you got to do, if that's your friend, pull them out of that dark place, man. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of times people see people and they got money and see that they the life of the party, and they'll keep riding that wave and they'll let that person crash. You ain't really no friend, man, if you let that person crash, man, and you don't come to them and you don't try to help them out. You ain't really their friend. I'm just gonna keep it real. You can say what you want to say, I don't care, but you really ain't no real friend. Think about that. True friends are the rare people who can come find you in a dark place and lead you back to the light. If you my friend, I give you permission to do that. I'm right now here on Bare Truth giving you permission. If you ever see me off my square, you got the permission to check me and put me back into the light. I don't care how you got to do it, what you got to do, but catch me. You dig what I'm saying? And check me. Because, right now I don't drink and I don't smoke. So if I ever going to slip, then that means that I will go back into something foolishness. So don't congratulate that. Check me. I'm giving you permission right now. Some people got to be able to be held accountable too. A lot of people want to be friends, but you don't want nobody to hold you accountable. If you really friends, we supposed to be able to hold each other accountable. You dig what I'm saying? We got to be able to say, yeah. He said, I know you will, Mel. If you know what I mean? And that's crazy because a lot of times when you really messing up, you ain't really around the real ones that you're supposed to be around. You dig what I'm saying? You always around somebody that claim they're supposed to be real. And not every occasion, but I'm just saying though. You dig what I'm saying? I know you will. You dig what I'm saying? I know Overstreet, he that type. He gonna check you. You dig what I'm saying? He don't have no problem. He's not biting his tongue for nothing to no one. You dig what I'm saying? But y'all gotta know that. If you supposed to be out here and you supposed to have friends, man, tell them when they off they square. Check your real friend when they off they square because that means you love them. You know what I mean? And all friends have fallouts and arguments. It's nothing. That can happen to anybody. Now listen to the last two. And yeah, we got about 4 minutes. It says a true friend doesn't care if you're broke, upset, or how much you weigh. If your house is a mess or if your family is filled with crazy people, they love you for who you are. Listen to that. A true friend doesn't care if you're broke, upset, or how much you weigh. If your house is a mess or if your family is filled with crazy people, they love you for who you are. That one right there got Jada all over it. That is my dog. That's my sister. And I love her to death. And she loved me to death. And we go through anything. I was just over there Saturday night and then she'll come downstairs because she got her grandkids. And she was like, excuse my house. It's a mess. It's like Jada, man, me and Jada been rocking for like 30 years. You dig what I'm saying? 29 going on 30 years. This has been my dog. And I done spent the night over there, then ate over there. We done sold dope together. She done sold my dope. I done sold her dope. She done sold me a double up. I done sold her a double up. I'm talking about we done been broke together. We done came up together. And it's just like, that's just my dog. I don't care what she going through. I'm so proud of her. When I see like her videos of going to physical therapy, I'm rooting for her. Any little step that she make. If she walk down to the end of the block, that's my dog. I'm praying for her and I'm rooting for her. Anytime something happened for me, she right in my inbox. You so fly, friend. Man, you doing the right thing. She just told me the other day, she was just like, well, you done already proved you can do anything. Because I was telling her that I'm thinking about, blowing the camp and going somewhere else. She's like, why you leaving? But I'm just talking about no matter what I'm going through, she rocks with me. And no matter what she go through, I'm rocking with her. I don't care. And her family is crazy. Khan, I've never met a person like that in my life that holds a grudge forever. You dig what I'm saying? He my bro. I love him to death. But if he get mad, he'll hold a grudge for like a whole decade. And we don't even know why. It's like everybody else is back being friends except for Khan. You dig what I'm saying? But he's the coolest. And he a dope tattoo artist. But them is just my people and they my family. So it's just like, man, Stonebread, Jada, Khan, and Julie. I mean, all of them. Snooky, all of them, man. Them is my peoples, man. And so I love them to death. And so you gotta be like that. If you got somebody, I don't care what's going on. Our family is crazy, but you dig what I'm saying? Sevenfold, local Lawson, and they still love our family. You go to Nap, them people love our family, man. No matter what a friend is going through, if they broke, upset, no matter how much they weigh, their house is a mess, which is miscellaneous. But the family is filled with crazy people. They love you for who you are. You dig what I'm saying? I am who I am. You are who you are. Man, listen, and it is what it is. And so it's a blessing too to have them on their life. You know what I mean? Okay, last one. Only best friends warn you when you're about to fall and then catch you when you do. Only a best friend warns you when you're about to fall and catch you when you do. Kind of goes back to the other one. when it was saying like, if they can't pick you up, they'll get down and they'll lay down with you. Or either, you know what I mean? These are the ones, the people that'll catch you in a dark place and they'll bring you back to light. So that's what a best friend will do. They gonna warn you before you fall. You dig what I'm saying? If you see a person getting ready to get into a toxic relationship, you supposed to tell them like, listen, that relationship is toxic. Don't do that. Some it don't mean that they're gonna always listen, but yeah, you dig what I'm saying? If you see them doing something that's out of character, like fam, that ain't gonna go too right. And then if they fall, you still got to be big enough to say, man, listen, didn't I tell you? Here, dust the dirt off your shoulder. Get up, boy. Didn't I just tell you what was going to happen when you went over there? You dig what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. And so, as we wrap it up tonight, it's 8 o'clock. We just did an hour. Just be mindful, man. What would life be if you didn't have a friend? You know what I mean? It'd be super duper boring because sometimes we fall out with our family. Sometimes we closer with our friends than we are with our family. I don't know why, but it's like that. But to tell you the truth, I've been going through phases of being like a loner. You know what I mean? And because I got some mental health issues, but to keep it real, you need friends, bro. You need friends, little mama. But cherish your friendships, man. Make sure that you're giving 100%. You see, the one says you can't have a friend unless you're friendly. There's no way in the world you can have a friend unless you friendly. So you got to know how to be a friend and how to treat a friend. You dig what I'm saying? Real friends do real things. You know what I mean? They check on each other, man. They count on each other. But I'm gonna tell you something. I pray for all of my friends. I pray for your kids. I pray for your family. I pray for your jobs, your finances. I pray for your house. I pray for everything that's going on for you. You know what I mean? Because I tell you something, the people that came in my life, remember it says a lot of people will walk in and out of your life, but very few will leave imprints on your heart. I got some people, man, that then came into my life, man, and it was some special moments that we shared. And even though I'm trying to grow up and mature and get bear to the next level, there's certain people that just can't go everywhere with me because right now this is a mission that I got to do for myself. But as my friends and stuff like that, I still love y'all cats. You know what I mean? I love y'all. I try to love everybody I come into contact with. I definitely try to make sure that we stay cool. If we fall out and we not cool no more, I don't know what to say because I'll never try to do it like that. I'll always at least try to be cool and cordial with you. That ain't my thing to like hate people. It's not in my bone. It's not in my blood. It's the bare truth, B. I love y'all, man. Think about your friends and, who's in your corner, man. Cherish them and love them. Next time, next week. One.